Hi everybody, welcome back to my channel, and hi if you're new here. Today I am picking back up with Old Stories, New Ways. Me and Suzanna both are. Links for her channel will be below as well. It's just a series we are doing with older photos of kind of like our heritage and our past. I'm still on my parents', and my mom had found this picture. Didn't have any Christmas pictures previously of my parents. Still don't have one of my mom, but found this really old one of my dad from their first Christmas after they got married. And so I pulled out my stash. Like, I have a bag of just Christmas stuff, like one of those huge 13 by 13 bags of just Christmas stuff. And so what I've been using this year, it's a combination of Boho Christmas by Simple Stories and then 2 old basic gray collections. And on top of that, I'm also going to throw in some color cast design as well. So here I matted my 8.5 by 11. Well, obviously I cut it down because I matted my white cardstock on top of some of the distressed red from one of the basic gray collections. So I just did that. And here I just had an idea. I wanted to use, I have so many of these tags left over from the Simple Stories collection. So I decided I was going to find a way or figure out a way to kind of make it look like a Christmas tree. And I do in the end. I mean, I'm not saying I'm 100% proud of it because it kind of looks like a short squatty thing. Kind of reminds me of like a tree in Super Mario Brothers, if anybody else knows. But so what I'm doing here is I'm trying to figure out how I'm going to put this all together. Am I going to keep the tags whole? You know, what am I going to do? But yeah, so I keep pulling them up. I will do this multiple times. I'm going to kind of put them in little clusters of different things, different colors and stuff like that, because some tops are the khaki or craft color. Some have more greens, a couple have red, some are white backgrounds with like the multicolor on them. So here I just keep messing with them and alternating them around and I get frustrated over and over again. And so I'm like, I'm just going to cut the tops off. And yes, I keep the back sides of all of these because there's little things on them and I can fussy cut them out and use them as embellishments later. So you only see the white part that's left, but on the other side, there's just like that other one, there's part of a package on it. But I keep it because I can still use those. And I don't like just throwing things away. So here, if you notice, I'm done. I'm going to make it work. I'm going to stick it down. I'm finding a way. And that's what I'm doing here. I know what I wanted. I just didn't know how it was going to turn out looking. So what I'm doing is I'm just adding adhesive to the bottoms of the tags. On a few of them, there is some white left on it. And that's fine. And I'm also making sure of where I'm going to be putting my photo because I'm not going to sit there and put the tags behind the photo because I want a tag that's going to be able to slide behind my photo and have my mom's journaling about their first Christmas. So I do have my mom's journaling in her own handwriting and everything. So I'm going to go ahead and stick that on my journaling tag when I get to that point. Here on the very last ones, I did trim off the white completely because I didn't want that at the bottom. Here, I'm trying to figure out which one I'm going to use for the base of the tree. I cut the top off of all of them, because I couldn't decide. I didn't like just the plain one, so I scrapped that and I go with the polka dot. So I'm going to go ahead and adhere that here in just a second. And then move on with the rest of my layout. And yes, I am fighting with my Tombow tape runner. I don't know what the deal is with it, but it keeps getting stuck or refuses to roll. And it's a brand new refill that's in there. So I don't know what's going on. Anyways, I keep using it. Here I am trying to figure out what color of paper I am going to use for the top of my layout. Because I am putting a band up at the top of my layout because it's too white. I stuck way too low on this. I should have stacked it up higher, but I was afraid I wasn't going to have enough tags. Not in the green, at least. I mean, I had plenty in different colors, but not in the green. So I cut this fa la la la, and I don't like it. It's too white. So you see me messing around a little bit, and then I'm like, nope, not doing it. And then I cut this one because it actually matches some of the tags that are down below. And I cut it down to fit inside the white. And I was like, oh, maybe the trees. No, didn't like the trees, too white. So I'm flattening out the edge that I already roughed up. And I see I cut it a teeny bit short, but it doesn't matter because I'm going to rough up the edges, so it's all good. So I'm going to go ahead and do that, and I'm going to rough up the rest of the tags, the bottom of the layout, and stuff like that as well. And here I'm just going to keep going around and roughing those up. I do not stick twine or anything in these tags. I didn't think it would look good, seeing as how I was kind of trying to make it look like a Christmas tree. Yes, I know it doesn't really look like a Christmas tree, but I mean, that's just kind of where I was going in my head with this one. There, I was replying to a message on my computer. And I just keep on going. I went ahead. This is one of the pieces from Colorcast Design. It says Merry Everything, and I wanted it to sit up there at the top. It does not quite stay that high. And there is something across the word Merry. I put washi tape across it to keep it held in because those the red pieces do come out. So I just use the washi to keep them in, and so I don't lose anything because I'm good at doing that. Here, I'm trying to figure out what else I'm going to add up there at the top, and I realize I have a ton of these fussy cut poinsettias, and some of them came in an ephemera pack. That gold star came from somewhere. I'm not sure. It was just something I threw in with the Christmas stuff. But I have a bunch of these poinsettias, so I'm like, hey, I'll add those at the top. No, I never glue them down fully, just on a little portion. So here I'm just trying to get it to where I am okay with it or happy with it. I poked that small little holly leaf down. And here I'm adding some glue to the back of that sticker and adding it so my Christmas tree has a star on the top. This wood veneer, the wood veneers are also from Colorcast Design, but that was a snow globe with a tree, and I kind of just hid the bottom of the snow globe. And then that one says Joy, Love, Peace, and I went ahead and added it over there, tucked behind. Here, I'm trying to figure out what tag I'm going to use, and I decided to go with the black and white one because it doesn't match the tree. It's not going to blend in too much. You're going to be able to notice that it needs to be pulled, you can pull it out. Here, I am using this 3D foam, and I'm actually struggling to pull on it here to rip it, but I will not use it with my scissors anymore because, man, it made my scissors so sticky, and it's so strong. It's crazy. So yeah, I just attempt to rip it. I went ahead and did that. I added my tag. Here, I'm going to add another small piece onto the bottom of this so that I could pop it up on top of my photo. I love those cute little packages. It works for me. Here, I'm going to add a little bit of glue under each one of these just so that they stick down. But like I said, I'm not gluing them flat. I want them to have some dimension. And here, I'm going to go ahead and start adding glue to the back of my, my acrylic piece there. And I do add quite a bit. I really probably didn't need this much. But I'm doing the outline and the inner pieces because, like I said, they're two separate things. And I just set some of my stencil butter on top of it. I'll clean up some of my area while that's sitting there drying. And of course, I'm pulling out, this is becoming a thing that I use on almost every layout as well. These are my Prima watercolors, and they're metallic. And on this one, I'm just using the gold, and I love it because it doesn't leave like oily rings or anything like that. I still have some of my Heidi Swap Color Shine, but I do tend to reach for this more. So, and I broke it, if you can't tell. Someone probably had been able to notice in a different video. But here I am pulling that off, and that's it. I wiped some of the gold sparkle or paint off my star, and that finished this layout. I really do hope that you enjoyed this. I'm enjoying the Heritage series. Make sure to check out Suzanna's link below so that you can see her video as well. And I really hope that you come back and watch more. Have a great day. Bye.